Well, it's been 12 months since we paid off our home, and we're going to give you guys an update coming up.
Stay tuned.
Welcome to an all-new edition of the Sunday Night Sit-Down. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between.
The Sunday Night Sit-Down is being brought to you by Crush My Mortgage.
Imagine a life where your money isn't strangled by mortgage payments. Imagine what you could do when you don't have to send them money that you work so hard for. Come get simple, powerful, and real solutions to eliminating monthly mortgage payments forever. America's #1 money couple presents Crush My Mortgage. In this exclusive course, you will be equipped with strategies to help you move faster toward the promised land of owning your house free and clear. Learn strategies to help you in the areas of payment acceleration, extra income generation, and wealth creation, all to help you crush your mortgage. Visit crushmymortgage.com and get started today. Join us on the path to power, freedom, and legacy. That's crushmymortgage.com.
Well, guys, 12 months ago, we walked into the bank. And for those of you who have been rocking with the His and Her Money and are part of the His and Her Money community for a while now, you went into the bank with us because it was 12 months ago that we actually went live and we filmed ourselves making our very last mortgage payment. We had our kids there. It was a special moment. And now it's time for an update.
Yeah, guys, so we have finally made the 1-year mark, and it still feels just as exciting as it did since day one. I still feel like I can speak for myself that I'm on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 11, whatever you want to call it. We're constantly reminding each other, like, oh my gosh, can you believe that we're in a paid off home? It's like when we're driving in our home, in our garage, it's like we're in our paid off home, and we're constantly always saying that in gratitude. Just to each other, to our children, and so that has not gotten old. And we are still very much so blessed and so thankful to God for allowing us to cross this finish line. And thank you guys again for so much love, so much support, and some understood why we did it and some did not, because we know that, hey, we could have done a lot with this money, right? But for us, it made a lot of sense for our family to actually own the home that we're living in. And it actually worked in our favor because, hey guys, just a few months ago, my husband actually pulled the trigger and he came home full time. So now that makes both of us here full time and just not having to worry about that mortgage. Of course, we still have other obligations and other financial obligations. You guys know, raising 3 children, you know, things cost and add up. And plus we have utilities and just things like that. But for the most part, it has been nothing but a blessing for our family.
Let's talk about why we did it. Because like you said, some people came at us like, you know, you should have done X, Y, and Z. And they put out their calculators and they ran their numbers. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. That there are some things that you just can't put in a calculator. The peace, I feel, driving down the street that we live on, knowing full well that in all likelihood, I'm driving up to the only paid off home. I look at my neighbors, I just look and I wonder, you know what I mean? Because the peace, that joy that I feel, you can't punch that into a calculator.
That's so true. And then for me, I was telling someone, he was really kind, really, you know, the gentleman that we spoke with the other day, he was really just loving, but he said, man, I don't know if I would have done that. I would have did. And before he can get out what he would have done, I immediately stepped in. I said, I know you may not understand, because he didn't have children. I said, I'm a mother, and just the feeling of making sure that our 3 babies has a roof over their head that most likely cannot be taken away from them. Of course, you're gonna have those that comment and say, well, your home can be taken away, but in general, they have this home, this roof over their head, and it's a place of refuge, a place of safety for our family. As a matter of fact, we just filmed a video that we brought to you guys on last week called 5 money moves that every parent should make in 2019. After you watch this video, make sure that you check that out. I would actually put that in our top 5 for me of most valuable, very important videos. Of course, all our videos here on our channel are very valuable, very important, but that one for me really touched home. And I think because I'm a mom And for us, this was a boss move.
Yeah.
This was a boss move.
Say it again.
It was a boss move. It was a boss move
Is
for
that
our
boss
children.
B-O-S-S or B-A-W-S-E? Is it boss or bouse?
Either.
Bouse.
Okay. But it was definitely a boss move for our family and for our children. And so, yeah, so for me, man, there's no amount of peace that can be given to me just to know that every time I hear our kids playing, they're running up the stairs, they're in their toy room, they go to bed at night, and just to know they are living in a paid off home. It just brings my heart joy.
That's why we did it in front of you all, so that you can know that it is possible. Time and time again, over this 12-month period, people have walked up to us. Not too long ago, someone stopped me at church and said, hey, you know what? I'm almost done paying off my house because of y'all.
Yep.
And it's that reason.
Yeah.
It's the fact, he said, because I saw somebody that looked like me, an average, regular person, and they did it.
Yeah.
And because you did it and
Right.
you showed it, it made me realize that I can do
That's
it
right.
too.
And that's why we're living our lives in front of this camera. You all, if anybody knows anything about Ty, I am a very, very, very private person. Like, I don't like really this type of attention in a sense, or people just knowing our business. But His and Her Money has definitely changed that for me, because we wanted to make sure that we put our lives in front of the camera and that we're an open book to you guys to show you all that you all can do it as well. You all can make the decision to get out of debt. You can make the decision to build wealth for your family. You can make the decision to take the leap and leave your jobs and start your own companies. You can do it because you saw someone else that can do it too.
Now, with that in mind, we did use this 12 months to kind of
what
exhale.
did we do? What did we do over the 12 months?
We exhaled.
You all, we exhale? We really did. I felt like we were going so full force ahead. Guys, we were doing this for 5 years. And it wasn't always good. We don't always try to sugarcoat things to you all.
We never.
Getting out of debt or building wealth in some way, shape, or form, guys, it takes work. And there were many times we were like, hey, you want to just like skip town and like, you just want to go on a vacation, you want to do this or do that, but we had to stay the course. And so we had no idea. Our intentions after we paid off our home was to continue just to keep going, like a full
we're gonna grind it out.
going full force ahead. But we had no idea how we exerted so much energy and effort into doing this that finally once we crossed the finish line, that we really did need to take time to rest.
Yeah.
I was reminded I have had 3 children, and each pregnancy.
And you still fine.
Oh, thank you.
Girl,
What?
listen, boy, number 4 get here, you better slow down. Looking good like you're looking.
Okay. So what I was saying was that each pregnancy, guys, and for those women that have gone through this, you know exactly what I'm saying. That by that 8th month, like, man, it was by like probably the 30th week, I was exhausted. I was like, look, this baby can come any day now. Now, of course, you want your baby to be fully developed, and things like that. But for the most part, I was just purely exhausted. I was tired of carrying around a lot of weight. I was exhausted. I could barely walk, swollen feet. I couldn't really eat everything I wanted to. It was just exhausting. But boy, when that day came and we were able to hold our babies in our hand, the joy, the reward, it was all worth it. Like we would do it all over again. And that's how I felt with this journey. I would do it all over again just to get into the spot that we are here today. But I can tell you, we needed that rest. And so for us, we had every intention just to really start just really investigating our next investment or whatnot that we were going to go in. But what we decided to do over the past 12 months, we did start to invest, but we invested more into our company. You guys know that we teach you all building wealth via entrepreneurship. We have an entire playlist here. Again, everything that I'm mentioning here and that he's mentioning, we will make sure that we include it in the description box below. But we have an entire playlist on how you can make money blogging, exactly what we do. And so we really put a lot of effort in building our company, I would say, this year.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what took place.
Yeah.
And, as we were kind of exhaling from some of the other, quote unquote, personal finance
Right.
goals, we were focused on our entrepreneurship goals, and we were putting systems in place and building up the company. And I think that for us now, I think what you have to keep in mind, something that we try to show, demonstrate, and teach is that personal finance is chess. Well, yes, it's personal. It's a chess game, and it's not checkers. In checkers, you are making a move only thinking about that one move. in chess, you're making a move thinking about how that move affects the next three moves.
Yeah.
And so that's another reason why we paid off our house, because it put us in a position of power. I was able to leave my job. I was able to put more focus in his and her money. Now we're able to make investment choices because we've been playing chess all this time, and we have a lot of things lined up in our personal finance life that we've been grinding out over this whole period. So now we can kind of take our time and decide on the investment decisions that we want to make. We highly suggest that you all tune in to our podcast, the His and Her Money Show, because as we are on this journey, like we're learning more about real estate and all the different ways that you can invest in that and different ways that you can make your money grow, we're sharing that with you all on the podcast, because really we are deciding on how we want to go about it. Some things we want to do, like with investing in real estate and investing in the stock market.
That's one of our next steps. He just said it is real estate, right? We always knew that we wanted to invest in real estate, but we took a long time off because back in 2008 we actually purchased our first rental property. Well, it was considered a flip, but the market tanked and it changed, and let me tell you all, it left a bad taste in my mouth. We didn't make any money off of that deal. We lost money. We were eventually able to sell it. I think it was almost a full year later after holding it.
A year longer than what our projection was.
Oh my gosh. And let me tell you, I was like, brother man, you can keep that. Like,
because it was my idea.
Been there, done that, tried it. You know what I mean? It's like, I want no parts. And you know what? Some people, they choose not to invest in real estate. That's fine. But for us, we know that in the future that was going to be a part of our portfolio, along with our other business endeavors and things like that. That was going to be a part of our portfolio that we wanted to use to pass down to our children and to create legacy. But I told you, I said, this time around, I want to do things differently. And this is how we've been approaching everything that we lay our hands on. We want that everything that we lay our hands on, everything that we do, whether it be an assignment, whether it be a new business venture, whether it be something sharing with you, we wanted it to be purposeful. And so we're going to make sure that the way that we enter into this real estate game, that it's going to have a lot of purpose. I mean, it's going to be ministry behind it, and we're going to be sharing it with you guys as well. And like my husband said, you all make sure that you subscribe to the His and Her Money Show. When I tell you all the gems that are given on our show, and guess what? You don't have to pay a dime for it. It is free information. You all, please don't sleep on the His and Her Money Show. Just like our videos, we bring a lot of our podcasts as well here on our channel via video.
But not all of them.
But not all of them, exactly. So we will make sure that we have the links in the description box below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel as well to stay up to date. But you all, we also sit there and listen to our show as if we're you.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't us interviewing the person, okay? Because what we're doing, we're always a student of life. We're always learning. We want to grow. We want to become better. So that's what we've done this entire year. Not only did we grow our company and different strategies in regards to our company, we also took this year to be in school. And so we started to learn and obtain as much information as possible so we can make sure that we make a calculated decision with our next steps.
Remember, we want you guys to play chess and not checkers. So we have kind of mastered the money management side of the equation. And for a lot of you, that's where you all are. And we're here to help you master the money management. Now we're moving into wealth building. That's what's next for us on a personal finance level. And really, when it comes to the income that you make and you generate, you don't want to just make income and put it in something like savings, and that's your strategy to build wealth, because you can't build wealth with a savings account that gets 0.01% interest. And really, the only way to magnify your money and to make your money make money is to invest in really three things: entrepreneurship, real estate, and the stock market. Now, there's various ways to invest in each of those quadrants, and so that's what we're investigating, and that's what we're executing now. So again, you want to stay tuned, because as we learn, as we execute, we're going to turn around and teach it to you, because that's what we're here for.
Yeah, we're so excited, you guys. We have some exciting twists and turns with the His and Her Money family as well, too. We're still going to be delivering the great content of, as we said, getting out of debt and stuff like that, because that's definitely our heart. That's definitely a ministry of ours. But we're going to be adding other content in the mix as well, because we realize that some of you guys that are on this journey are in the middle of paying off debt. Some of you guys have already crossed that line. Some of you guys are starting. Some of you guys are just now getting married. Some of you guys have a desire to be in relationships. Some of you guys are parents, right? Some of you all even own your own companies or want to start your own company. So there's so many different topics and so many different various ways that we're going to be bringing great quality content to you guys We are so excited. We just need you to join us as well. Again, don't forget, subscribe to this channel, hit that little bell to stay notified of any and all new video releases, as well as, guys, we do have a newsletter as well. Go to our website, hisandhermoney.com, subscribe to our newsletter. You can actually get a freebie, 8 steps to getting out of debt, I believe is the freebie right now at this current time. Go ahead, put your email address in there, put your name, you'll get the book, but you'll also be added to our newsletter where you will get a ton of great information. And don't forget to subscribe to the His and Her Money Show as well on iTunes.
Now, we need to hear from you. We just gave you our 12-month update. We want to update for you. We want to know where you're at on your journey. And also, what types of things do you need to learn more about? That can be around money, marriage, parenting, whatever you need, you want us to teach on,
I already know.
Drop it in the comments.
Yep, some of you guys are saying, Ty, we need more home management things. Please teach us womanhood and things like that. That's coming your way.
We love you, and we are glad that you all have been with us on this journey, and we hope that you continue rocking with us.
All right, guys, stay tuned.